you feel the vibe? Everybody around me gotta feel this way about the weed today. Oh, what do you say? I get by the 9 to 5. No, I'm feeling alive and I gotta no ride, but it's okay, baby. I'm a riding the tide in this crypto thing. As we walking through the mall, rolling up, getting ready to fucking call someone for more because we're running out, smoking out. I get 2 grams grinded up. I don't know if I have enough for you, you and me, but that's why they call it weed. If I got it, we got it. Come on and shout it. Someone's always got something to say, and if it's negative, I don't play. I don't really care what you say. I puff, puff, and then I pass. Pass my good morning. Good if I could take no more, and this is the story that you can't ignore.
Who gets by? On the 9 to 5. A lot of us do. A lot of us get by on the 9 to 5. Matter of fact, many of us get by on the 9 to 5. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. I've never seen that many likes come into a freaking video in my life. So thank you so much for all the likes. I really do mean it. This is amazing. I'm going to give you probably the best video this morning you'll ever have in your life. What crypto asset would you like to go over this morning? Let me show you a trick. Pretty annoyed. Thank you, Mr. Hydro. Come on over, hit the bell, all notification, become a subscriber this morning. All-time high subscribers. Who's going to get us to 2K subscribers? Talking about the Bitcoin moves that no one else has done. BlackRock begins asset tokenization with launch of digital liquidity fund. Yes, Larry Fink BlackRock has come out with their own cryptocurrency. The fund will be tokenized on the Ethereum blockchain with an ERC20 token called the BUIDL, B-U-I-D-L, spelt wrong, I guess purposely, which currently has one holder, I wonder who that is, and $0 on chain market capitalization according to Etherscan. That website also indicated that the fund received a transfer of $100 million on March 4th. So pay attention, definitely to mention, we bring you up-to-date crypto technical analysis every morning, talking about the spot Bitcoin ETFs registered a record net outflow on Tuesday, fueled by Grayscale's accelerated dumps. And who was dumping? Well, we know this was part of the dump. Talking about a record, they're saying here 326, but when this was all done, ladies and gentlemen, we have found out that we are now down a record whopping $640 million on that day on the inflows of the spot Bitcoin ETF. This makes so much sense. This explains why on a record-selling day, the Bitcoin price is crashing the way it has. So come on over, hit the like and subscribe. We're talking about cryptocurrency things. Listen to Mr. Papa as he makes plenty of sense in the crypto space.
This is a pullback for ants compared to what Bitcoin historically has been through, right? In previous bull markets, Bitcoin has experienced 30% drawdowns 5 or more times. So on the way up, in 2017, we went from $1,000 to $20,000. There was multiple 30% drawdowns. Right now, we're about 13 to 15% drawdown. So in historical context, this is actually a very small drawdown in a bull market. Now, the other thing that's happening, I think, is if you extend out and you look over the last 10 years, in the last 5 years, Bitcoin's up 1,500%. The S&P is up not even double. If you go back 10 years, Bitcoin is compounded. The compound annual growth rate of Bitcoin is 60%. The S&P is 11%. And so if you compare those things, if you want volatility on the upside, you're going to need some volatility on the downside. Yeah, for context, this is a
I mean, really, he says it's a pullback for ants. I mean, do you listen to what he said? It's really funny. We have a new thing called Dex Screener, probably one of the best tools in the crypto space. If you want to see the Solana meme coins, go right here. It'll give you everything all the way to Slurf, any crypto asset that they do. I'm pretty excited for this, actually. Introducing this to you, didn't realize, but TradingView is right here for us on any crypto asset you would like. If I wanted to go to another crypto asset, all I have to do is click here. And this is an amazing tool. Who wants to see BOEM, right? We talked about that. Oh, there it is. Oh, BOEM on Binance. There it is. You want to talk about it. EMA getting tight, super tight. We can talk about these things now. Any crypto asset you want to talk about, if I possibly can put it on here, if it's on TradingView, guess what? We can do it. So Wall Street Pete, when it's time, at the end of this video, I'm going to say, give me your comment on your cryptocurrency. We're going to do a little, if I was in your shoes, or if it was my strategy only, which is what it is. what I would be particularly doing. 5 minutes, 1 hour down 10%, 6 hours down 6, 24 hours down almost 15%. This tool is so amazing. Go to Deck Screener and you can do anything you want. You can do the Ethereum blockchains. And somebody in the Wall Street Pete community told me that this is going to be a valuable asset. You know what? I'm a big believer. Moki. Does anybody know anything about Moki? Hit the like and subscribe. I'm giving you some really in-depth detail. Do you know more about this information? You need to do your own homework. Moki. I couldn't buy enough of this double bottom. As I told him last night, there was a double bottom coming on the 4-hourly here. And I said, give it time. This is what we should be buying. Double bottom for Moki. What is Moki? Well, Moki is a meme coin for the Coinbase. Coinbase has their own meme coin. Guess what? Brian Armstrong is the CEO. Brian Armstrong's cat. His cat's name is Moki. Motherfucker, this is the meme coin for that cat. This, my friends, is probably the next best meme coin coming out for 2024. Wall Street Pete gives it to you, gives you the best. I think that this is a fantastic meme coin if you're looking into it. Obviously, please be careful. We already know and talked about many things on how you could get hurt, but you can pay attention to the avalanche, the optimism, the Polygon, the Pulse chain. I really do like that very much. So talking about total crypto market cap is 2.41. That's looking pretty good on the trillion side here. See if we missed anything. I do want to thank you very much. Getting us to 1,900. Had a loss of a couple, but no big deal. We were talking about this, right? 15.5. I did say that I call that to be the bottom. This was a year ago, March 23, 2023. March 23rd, excuse me. 1 year ago, just approximately 3 more days, and that will be significantly exactly 1 year that we talked about this. People were going to wish they could have the time machine and go back in time and get that 15.5 bottom, but we cannot do that. So we know that that's going to be an issue. So let's go. We're going to get right into it this morning. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, and Bitstamp is the one I have, and I'm very happy that I have this because we talked about this and left this with you yesterday on a particular video, and it was the last live video we did, right? So hit the like and subscribe if you've yet to see this, but we said that I expect this kind of a move, and none of these prices histories were here. Ladies and gentlemen, that looks pretty close to being exactly as predicted. But now, what will happen next? That's what will really be more important. As you see here coming in, now we're going to get rid of this. We know that we're hoping for this to be some type of that falling wedge coming in. Most important thing right now for Bitcoin, and you know, we want to talk about altcoins. We want to talk about a million things, but let's talk about 65,000. How important 65,000 is right now. If we could finish a candle and break a daily candle above this asset, now I know we're looking at some crazy numbers here, 15 minutes, we could still be falling. This is a very big possibility, but 15,000, ladies and gentlemen, needs to break above and not create this right shoulder, which is going to get us to that 55,000. Not really happy about it, but this is what I'm looking to be happening in the crypto space. So you got to be really super careful. We're getting a relief bounce, and what that relief bounce is going to do for you, you can long if you'd want, you could do it if you'd like, but we're in that trend where this could be creating new lower lows. You can see the trend is your friend until you break that trend. What is that trend? I said it, and I'll say it again. That 65,700 mark is so particularly important. That level is very, very important to break above and continue and get to the 69.5. I do not think that this is going to happen. I do believe, matter of fact, that we will get this M pattern like to the downside, and we will probably witness something around here. Well, what is that? That is the 61.3 that we did repeat and hit. A little lower than the 2,000. I said, yes, of course. And I said if we broke through and didn't finish, we would not be able to go up. Well, we're going up right now, but still, I'm telling you, I believe we're going to get a little bit of a fall. So now is the time. Wall Street, Pete, Signo, and Crypto. Who in the chat? Hit the like and subscribe here. Who wants to talk about a cryptocurrency that you have been dying to see on the charts, on the screen? Now is your time. I'm going to sit here and chill and sip my coffee until I see a few comments telling me what crypto asset you'd like for me to go over. All right, we should have elevator music. Do, 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 do. It's Jeopardy, but we should have something. So let's look at some of the crypto assets while everyone is being quiet in the crypto chat. Let me get to my phone because sometimes the chat is not working on my screen and people are chatting away and I don't see it. No, it's not. Nobody's doing shit. All right, so you guys don't want to go over any altcoin this morning? Everybody is okay with that? There we go. Echelon Prime. All right, so I need the ticker. I need the ticker. I need you to put the name. I should have said that. I need you to put the name Aptos, for example, like you just did, and APT. That's what I need. I need both. I need the name, and then I need the ticker. As long as you could do that for me, well, guess what? I could do some TA for you. Watch how this works. It's such a simple thing. APT, come on with me. And here we go. We'll go right into the Coinbase, Aptos. And what are we getting? Well, we're getting a lot. And I've never seen this many before, but on the 4-hourly, we are getting the uptrend is weak indicator more times than I would like to see here. Seems like the more and more times you keep testing, the more and more likely you're going to keep going down. We're riding the EMA here, and every time when I ride the EMA, I get ready for the next leg up to go even further. That's kind of what I look at. Ticker is Prime, so Knox, I got you next, brother. No problem. Looking here, though, we do have 8888 as a major support price. Now, we're not near that price at all. I do see that to be exactly what we're talking about here, but we've had this in the past being a major catalyst of support to buy back if possible. Now, we flipped resistance into support here, going off to the next leg. You can see where we're going. This is pretty exciting because you can look at the time frame. Let's get to a longer time frame on the daily. And this, my friends, is something I was talking about earlier. My target was 1666. And ladies and gentlemen, damn, that's what we show you. So have not looked at these Aptos. This is probably months and months, maybe even longer, this TA. But I did explain to a lot of people that this is the Fibonacci sequence level that I would be most likely selling some out at. Dollar cost average on my Aptos, it just happens to be up here at that. And if you can see exactly what happened at that price at the 1660, where I said we received significant resistance, and that's why it's circled. And that's why if you go back to an Aptos video that I did any other time before, that would be what it's telling you. So let's get into it right now. We're getting a pullback. Obviously, the whole entire crypto market is getting a pullback. Each candle represents one day. If I were to look at the Fibonacci sequence of what we've been doing during this time frame, excuse me, it seems to be to me that we have fallen into the golden pocket. Now, the golden pocket is right in this yellow area beautifully. You can see how we're in there perfectly. Getting a nice bounce off there would be very important. But I think right now what we're getting is a left head and shoulders pattern. This is definitely a recipe where I would not want to ever be in on this asset. This is probably the worst scenario of an asset I'd want to be in, my personal opinion. Why? Because when you come down here, I think we'll retest. It would be a dead cat bounce where we would hit support, create a right shoulder, which would then come you all the way down to about $10. So if we didn't receive the $10 yet, which we did not seem to have done, except that little wick right there, my point being is that my concern is that we could come and retest and then the $10 would be a great buy. 50% pullback for Aptos. That's exactly what I would think to say here would be leading, continuing going on. So a little bit further into here, I do think that this is kind of what we're getting. I think we're going to see a little bit of a spring, March, April, fall, and then what'll happen, we'll get into June, we'll get into May, and I think things are really going to start sprucing up, and that's when we'll start coming in to pass the halving. A lot of people are going to be disappointing in this halving. I don't know if people really understand, but this is what we're kind of looking at right now. If we start breaking above that 1675 and finishing a daily candle above, we're going to ultimately come back to all-time highs, of course, and we're going to be trading around $19, and we'll see what happens going on from there, but I would not expect this asset to really keep flying anywhere past the $20. There's no reason for this to go all-time highs. You can see a cup and handle. It's going to get a little bit of a retracement, and if you see the cup and handle, this is exactly what it looks like on a daily chart. Look. Coming here, right? We're hitting resistance. What am I showing you? A right shoulder. Holy shit, look at the handle. That's exactly what we're looking at. So really be careful. I've done this before in the past, and it has been on point. So Aptos, looking this morning, you can see how it comes up, rises, get a percentage down, 38.2 pullback would not be a shocker, but we're talking about the $10 as a 50% pullback, which is really possible. So handle coming down, the FOMO in is as important as the FOMO out. The FUD, everyone's getting scared. Fear of missing out is great, but when we're going down and everyone sees the market, well, everyone thinks they can get a better price, everyone starts selling, and then it causes this humongous bloodbath, and there's nothing you can do about it. So let's get to the next one. Prime. We're going to Prime. We'll stay with Coinbase right now. I don't know why we're doing that, but let's just do it. Coinbase right now, not a terrible thing. Looks like this thing is ready for the next leg up. We'll see what happens. We're looking at a daily right now. This doesn't really mean anything, but we are pretty high up right now. So this is interesting. Let's see if we can get some indicators maybe. I don't know how much we'll get. Yeah, I didn't think so. So we're at Prime right now, and this is what we do. You yell out your altcoin, and we'll go over it. Not any financial advice, but just going over some support, resistance, where we think we could go, how it's looking. And you can see a lot of the crypto assets, if you ask me, are in this kind of form of a left shoulder head kind of thing, right? And it looks like even if we're going to the upside, we still have to form that right, which will give us still of a correction that we're not receiving as hard. I'm a little concerned that every crypto asset is doing this. Just looking to see what Solana's at. Yeah, it's not looking too healthy, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really weak market right now. Total crypto market cap right now is 2.4. I'm sure it's going down. Now it's going up. 2.43 trillion market cap. So that's actually a good sign that we're doing that. What we have right now is Prime. We're talking about that this morning, trying to get a couple indicators to see if we could find anything in the charts that would make sense. Looking like we're getting a little overbought here, getting this dip, and we could be getting this double top. So actually looking at this for the daily, if we don't finish a daily candle, and you got to pay attention to daily candle, $25.90 for Prime. Please hit the like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy this. This is very important. What you'd have to see here is for Prime to finish that daily candle right above there. But it looks like we're hitting resistance. It's telling me here. It's telling me here. We'll get a double top, continue to come through. And you may be able to find support somewhere along here. What I see here so far is nothing really telling me where we are going currently. So this is what I'll tell you. If we're falling down, and I do this, trying to get the TA out. It takes a while, guys. It's not, this is not, this is live. We come to you live, so we're not really prepared for anything to go quick. So if you want your asset, if you're excited about your asset and you want to hear something, right on the bottom, comment. What crypto asset, what altcoin would you like for me to go over right next? We can go over any crypto asset apparently right now. It's an amazing thing. So what we're doing is looking for this double top here to form. This daily will probably come down. This is where 55,000 will probably come through too. Pretty interesting that the rest of the market here, we were getting this fall in our sleep here, coming in. $20. That's a big mark level, $20.40. So we're looking for a retracement right now. If it goes to 55 equivalent Bitcoin, I think that's about the price where we would see for this Prime. Could be a great buy, but like I said, we have to develop a right shoulder. So where would the right shoulder develop? That would be at my 38.2 pullback. So I strongly believe that you could see this price. Like I said, it's all preparing. It's nothing. TA is preparing. This is what my technical analysis does. I prepare you for the possibility scenario to get in and to get out. That's pretty much all this is. I can't control how much money a whale puts in. I can't control how much whales put out. And if that does happen, all the TA goes to shit in either direction that we might have been thinking it was going. So you have to understand that TA is very important, but watching the money and watching the inflow is much, much more important. So when you hear inflows going record-breaking, minus 643 million, and that might be a red flag. No, it is a red flag. So pay attention to that. So Prime right here coming in, what I see going on. And if we were to talk about a head and shoulders pattern developing, which is most likely what we have here, I do see that pretty strong here. I'm looking to see if we can come back down. And the more and more I look at this, ladies and gentlemen, the more and more I see that $17. So if you're excited for this, I would say be careful, but definitely put your buy order at $17. That's the Prime. Anybody want to go over another crypto asset? We have time. If you would like to go over another crypto asset, please let me know. All we have to do is just go into the ticker, do a little TA, see what's going on. Right now, Bitcoin is fighting to get above 64. If we break above that 65,900, 700 price, we already talked about how important a daily candle above that would be very important. We would see 69,500 rather quickly, I think. So pay attention to the Bitcoin price. There's a lot of fear in the market this morning. A lot of people are waiting for this to calm down to buy more. I get that. Maybe I'll show you here, for example, for Solana. What I see here going on with Solana and how I thought we could just top. We actually did it already. Wow. It already came almost up all the way to this price again. No. 210 I had. Got a bunch of markers here. I was looking at Solana this morning, and I was seeing the growth that we got. And I'm saying, hey, if we get the same growth, right? If we get the same growth that we got here on this fake dead cat bounce, we can actually get a Solana around 194. So I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, be careful, but that's probably the head and shoulders pattern we're going to be looking at. There's going to be a dead cat bounce coming. I would be careful if you're longing this right now, but this is kind of what Solana is doing. So I'm going to pick my own old coin, and I think something like that is definitely occurring. So we can get a little rally. You can see what's happening. 4 hourly, we're getting a pump up, but I would be very careful, like I said, because what's happening, we're getting these dead cat bounces. They're very scary. And then what happens next is you got to find this inverse price here, this inverse head. And where would that be? Well, that would be somewhere around here where you would come in, right? We're making that left shoulder. And the inverted, now 148 is scary, but this is not out of the woodwork. We could do something like this, and you would love that, but look at that pattern. That's kind of how cryptocurrency works. We would then be talking about a bull flag here coming in, perhaps a falling wedge, something similar. But you can see how this is developing. This may hurt your eyes. I don't know. To me, this looks beautiful. This is an artwork. So what I'm seeing here for Solana coming in is that type of falling wedge type thing here, and you can see how that might be working. And then there's your W coming in, double bottom. Let's see what happens with this. I'll leave this right here for you. If this is exactly what happens, you damn well know you will hear about it. But my name is Wall Street P. Signo in crypto. We have all these wonderful tools to use in the crypto space. You want to talk about Polygon Layer 2s? You want to learn about the meme coins there? Go over to dexscreener.com. Check it out. Coinbase even has their own memes. Ethereum, we know. We love the Solana memes. They're fun to play with as well. Definitely something to keep an eye on. So my name is Wall Street Pete Signo in crypto. If you're interested in cryptocurrency, learning more about charts, technical analysis, and things of that nature, come on over, hit the bell, hit the all notification, become a subscriber today. And after the end of this video, if you do see that, well, we went over a couple crypto assets. We went over, for instance, we went over Prime, and we went over Aptos. So we're going to put that in the title. We're going to talk about that in the future. You guys have a fantastic work week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Have a good one. Hit the like. Please share with a friend. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. I appreciate everyone's comments. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much for getting this channel to all-time highs. I love you guys so much. See you soon.